Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel, coming back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler video series videos I do for the water. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, and folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I definitely had something in my throat there for just a second. I tried to power through it and just wasn't going to happen. But we're going to keep powering through anyway. Folks, it's a super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items. I'm going to yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm inside my truck. Whilst I'm inside my truck, I'm doing something else. I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I like to highlight super cool shirt. Super cool shirt am I wearing today? Boom! It's my Death Grip shirt. I love Death Grip. It is a movie. It's probably about 10 years old now. My copy is actually signed by one of the stars, Mr. Johnny Young Bosch of Power Rangers fame. He also is a voice actor. I love this movie a lot. It stars a guy named Eric Jacobus, who was like the main creative force behind it. He, not so much these days with the full movies, but he, for a while, was doing a lot of like smaller independent martial arts films. I don't know if his website is still up or if like they're still available to purchase, but they were for a while. But I really like this guy's work. He does still have a YouTube channel. A lot of times he'll do like short, like little martial art movie, like mini movie type things. He was also doing like martial arts video game character breakdowns and stuff. This guy is actually the God of War, well, the one with the kid. I don't fucking follow the God of War stuff. But he was actually one of the motion cap guys for Kratos. So that's pretty ballin', in my opinion. But anyway, what am I reviewing for y'all? What are we doing here? Well, folks, I just got through reviewing a fantastic sub from, boom, Firehouse subs. And I'm going to review another one. Because typically if I go to a sub place, especially if I have to drive a little bit to one, I'm going to get more than one sub. Plus, makes for a good lunch and or dinner later on. So, to preface this, though, when it comes to sub sandwich reviews, 3 things you need to know. Number 1, for over half a year now, I've been going on sub sandwich adventures. I've been trying out sub sandwiches from pretty much every place I can hit in my local vicinity. Whether it's chain locations, delis, gas stations, I'm hitting it. Number 2, I have an entire playlist for my sub sandwich reviews called Subs for Subs. If you enjoy my sub sandwich reviews, they're all there. Every single one of them that I've done so far, that's where they're at. Very final thing, folks, Sunday is sub day. That's my kitschy little thing that I came up with, but it also pertains to when I release my sub sandwich reviews, because every Sunday is when I go over there and I post up typically at least 2 sub sandwich reviews. That's where they're going to be if you like the sub sandwich stuff. Some people seem to. So just wait for Sunday. But anyway, like I said, I am going back to Firehouse subs. It's been a little bit since I've been back here. And I just got through reviewing their pepperoni pizza meatball sub, I think is what it was called. And I decided to get one of their like standard menu items because it just looked really good and it sounded neat and I liked the kitschiness of it. So folks, we're reviewing, oh god, that's all the meat. We're reviewing, boom! What the fuck is this? This is the, oh no, where'd the thing go? I wrote it down. Well, whatever. Don't fall off my knee, please. This is the Hook and Ladder sub, which consists of smoked turkey breast, Virginia honey ham, Monterey Jack, lettuce, tomato, onion, mayo, deli mustard. I got it on wheat bread. This was their medium size. It cost me $8.09. For comparison, the meatball pizza one, that one was like over $11. So, yeah, you definitely pay for the premium. But this sounded really good. Sounds like a good, solid, basic sub. And that's what I want to try, folks. So, let's see if we can't... Like I said, there's so much meat. That's what she said. There's so much stuff falling off of it. Can we get a ha 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 ha? That's the sub. Let's go over here. Let's get a napkin. Try to mitigate the fallout. Let's try a sub sandwich. That honey ham really shines through. That's some good ham. That's some damn fine ham. Ham works perfectly good. Turkey works good. Turkey and ham, great combination. It's got a nice tanginess to it. I don't know if that's just from the honey ham, or if that's like the mayo that they're using, maybe with the combination of the deli mustard. This is a really good sub. The wheat bread is nice. Gives it a nice little extra flavor. I will say, I mentioned this with the other one too. My only point of contention with the Firehouse sub bread, I wish it was a little bit closer to what I consider like normal sub bread or proper sub bread, where you get that crispiness on the outside and the softness on the inside. This is definitely soft all the way through, but it still makes for a fantastic eating experience. I don't even mind the onions. Not a big onion guy, but tomato's good in there. I like tomato in a sub. Tastes fresh. This is a very solid, proper, like deli style sub. And one of the things I kind of noticed with Firehouse, first time I reviewed them, I hit up a lot of like subs that were like specialty kind of subs. You know, where it's like, oh, it's like Thai flavor or Jamaican flavor, shit like that. And they were okay. But I think that when it comes to sub sandwiches, man, it works better if you play to your strengths. And when it comes to a sub sandwich, just go over there, make sure you're using good ingredients, make sure that, you know, the ingredients work together. And in this instance, like, this is just a deli sub. You know, you can call it a hook and ladder all you want. It's like, fundamentally, it's just a proper deli sub. And it works really well because of that. I've definitely been, and I kudos to them on, you know, obviously with them being Firehouse sub, the hook and ladder sub, that whole thing. Serious kudos to them for having kind of their signature sub be a really good one. Because again, I think it's just keep it simple, use ingredients that you know are going to work really well together. It doesn't have to be crazy razzle dazzle. It worked really well. And I really like this sub a lot. It's meaty, it's very flavorful, everything about it tastes fresh. It doesn't taste overcomplicated, and it's just doing what a sub sandwich should do, which is it's just a simple thing, but it's beautiful in its simplicity. That's the great thing about a sub sandwich. So I've got to say, between the two that I've tried today, my first outing with Firehouse was, you know, a little bit okay. Wasn't bad, but it wasn't phenomenal. I have to say, though, these two sub sandwiches I've reviewed today, excuse me, sorry, I had the hiccups for a second. I can stop myself from having hiccups if I control my breathing for a second. But yeah, wasn't dying, I promise. I mean, we're all dying, but, you know, slowly. Hopefully. But, yeah, no, that is genuinely a really solid sub. I like it on the wheat bread. It's a classic style sub. The ingredients that work. It's simple. It's honest. I really liked it. I think that was a really good sub. Now, that said, two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Yes, and yes. Like, genuinely. The Firehouse subs that are, you know, available to me aren't particularly close to me, unfortunately. So, the question I have to ask myself is, would I go out of my way for this sub? The answer is probably not. It's a bit too far off the beaten path for me, but if I were in the area and I wanted a sub, this would be a really good option. Problem is that, you know, just closer to me, I've got like Jersey Mike's and a lot of Italian delis and stuff. This doesn't beat out those, but it's a solid, very honest sub, so I do like it quite a bit. And it's definitely one I could see if I was at a Firehouse getting to order on a regular basis, just because it's a good, solid, classic style sub. Now, that said, recommending it, yeah, I think, like I said, I mean, get whatever kind of sub you want, obviously. It's America, you know, if you live in America. But I think, like I said, for me, I think personally, Firehouse, from what I've seen, they seem to go over there and do their best when they're working with simple and honest, and they're not trying to be overly fancy. This perfectly represents that, and I think it's a really good sub to that end. I'm also super sweaty and hot. But anyway, 5 things before I get out of here, folks. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of your year, folks. You can go over there and have yourselves a truly simple and honest, subtastic rest of your life. Because, folks, that's the thing, man. Sometimes simple and honest is just the best way to do it. Surprisingly, but not surprisingly, a lot of times that's the best way to do it. But anyway, final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you can't do all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole, especially when you're hot and sweaty and it's terrible. And I'm going to go home, and it sucks. It's like, I went over there and just washed this shirt, and now it's just going to be freaking covered in sweat. I'm going to have to wash it again, but, is what it is. But it's important when we run into situations that are stressful, frustrating, etc. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there, maybe you're going to try yourself out some Firehouse subs, right? Because, you're just like, I watched the video and I need to taste it for myself. And maybe you're going to go over there, maybe you're going to try one of their more, kind of wacky flavors that they have available. Yeah, wacky. And maybe you're going to go over there and be like, Brandon, you're fucking nut crazy pants. It was fantastic. I don't know what you're talking about. So then I go over there and I'm like, all right, we'll do another review. So I'll go back, try another one. And maybe this time I'm like, damn, that's fantastic. It blew me away. It's fantastic. And then, maybe I go over there and I put you in my will for going over there and suggesting a fantastic sandwich option for me. It's not likely, especially because I don't have a will of sorts. I just sort of have loose associations with people I know where it's like, if I ever fuck off and die, here's kind of how things get divvied up a bit. Oh, oversharing. But it is important when... I already did that part. But yeah, or conversely, hey folks, I'm just, on a serious note, make sure, especially, as we get older and such, make sure you do have your affairs set into order. Like, trust me, as somebody who had to deal with all that bullshit and is still dealing with certain aspects of it, make sure that things are signed out and set up already. Anyway, bye.